Hi, I'm Simone Walker here at Simone Walker Casting. We're conveniently located in Laurel, Maryland. And today we're having a workshop and a Q&A. And of course, the king of DC media doing live TV interviews here in Laurel. It's all about knowledge. It's all about getting to know what to do, how for an actor. How do I get work in these industries? How do I get work in these markets? Well, we have those panelists here coming here today to answer those questions. If you want to work in New York, if you want to get that work in LA, or even international, we have the answers here for you today. So if you're not doing anything, or if you're doing anything, cancel it, run on over to Laurel, Maryland. We're right here at 8309 Cherry Lane in Laurel, Maryland. I invite you to come, my personal invitation. Simone Walker, want to see you here. Here at Simone Walker Casting, it's an all-acting, inclusive space. We have rental space for rehearsal. We have, you can rent the space for premiere, private premiere. We have acting workshops. We have script writing classes. We have voiceover classes. And we have our own staff here, our group of trainers. We even have a trainer for the youth. So anything all-encompassing, podcasts, recording, if you want to record your auditions, your monologues, if you want personal coaching, we have it all right here.
Hey everybody, this is William Powell with the Inside Acting TV show. I'm here with Mr.
Antonio Murchison.
Okay, Antonio. So tell me, Antonio, what do you do?
I am the president and CEO of Murchison Motion Pictures. I am the executive producer for several reality TV shows and movies that's coming up.
Very good, very good. How long have you been doing that?
For approximately 15 years now, and it's been very promising. We started out in LA with developing some relationships with one of my best friends, Chris Robinson from Robot Films. He's also from Baltimore. We got some things going for him, and then later I branched out and started doing my own production.
Awesome, awesome. So how many shows do you have on the air right now?
We have 2 right now. Currently we have, you probably heard Real Husbands of Hollywood.
Yes.
That was one of the production company with Chris Robinson, what he did with Kevin Hart in that particular TV show. And then we got some other things coming. Also, ATL. He produced that show back. It was about 4 years ago while I produced that show as well.
Yeah, you know, reality TV, it's really been exploding about the last, 10, 15 years. What are some of the challenges of doing a show like that?
Well, reality TV is what they call unscripted TV.
Okay.
It's unscripted, whereas though they say it's unscripted, but a lot of it is scripted. Only about 20% of it you will find that's going to be unscripted.
Okay.
So reality TV is huge right now because it's giving people an opportunity to get in there and be themselves and tell their story, and everybody want to see the real person, the real story, what's really going on. So reality TV took away 80% of scripted. Let's just see what's really going to happen. So it's a big market for reality TV. New networks coming on board that we mentioned that because that's very important. Facebook have a new television network coming. So there's going to be a lot of networks looking for new content and new talent.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you know, what's your take on actors that are afraid to be like typecast? You know, they get up there on reality and they get typecast and everything like that. Is that still the case?
Well, the new upcoming game to this is really getting your hustle. Like really having that energy in your hustle to get out there and have that determination. Someone told me the Steve Harvey story a long time ago, how he slept in his car as he traveled. He wanted to get on so much. He told that story. But I like the story about Denzel Washington and some of them guys that actually slept behind stage. Nobody knew this. Like, they didn't have hotel money, no room. So it's all about that grind, that hustle. I'm going. I don't have much, but I get out there and make things happen. You'd be surprised things happen for folks that just show up just to be there.
Yeah, but again, like, do you find that people who actually have been on like reality shows, maybe let's say they want to get cast in a mainstream show, so do you find that they still have problems doing that, or what?
Not at all. I mean, some of the reality TV show stars have become huge. If you just look at, just briefly, for Cardi B, she was a reality TV show person, right? Now she's one of the biggest pop stars in the world, not in the country, in the world. But she started out on reality TV. Nene Leakes, another person. Nene Leakes' career is blooming.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Nene Leakes done been in movies and some other things, got some other TV shows going. She started out on reality TV. So reality TV is a platform too to help people get to the other part of where they want to go in their career.
Right.
That's fair enough to say.
Okay. All right, before I let you go, so let's talk about somebody out there wants to be a producer like you, big time producer. How would they start?
Well, when it comes to being a producer, one of the things you want to do is have the ability to work with a production company.
Yeah.
A production company. There's other companies out here that will bring on new talent and get them the opportunity. Now, the key to this, you may not get paid at first.
Right.
So be ready to say, hey, I'm here to spend my time, invest my time,
Right, exactly.
but I want to learn.
Yeah.
I want to learn. Once you get in and you start learning, production comes a little more easier to learn it, and that's one of the key ways to get in.
Right. Awesome. Okay, well, thank you, Antonio.
Absolutely, I appreciate you.
Yes,
Let's get in here, answer some questions,
All
and
right.
have a good day.
All right. Hey, this is William Powell with our Inside Acting TV show. We're here with Faheem Abdus-Salaam. So talk about today's workshop.
Well, today's workshop was a great experience for me. The Simone Walker Casting agency bridged together really fundamentally sound acting one-on-one, just from the business perspective. Right. The participants were great here. All the panelists were very well versed in their craft, and they gave us some really great ideas on how to stay or remain relevant.
Right.
In this craft of acting. And so I really want to take the time to thank Simone for putting this piece together. And she really brought together a dynamic panel of people. So I learned an awful lot. I recorded the session, audio recorded it, so I can play it back and listen to it from time to time. Excellent.
And a very good morning to you. I'm coming live from Simone Walker Casting Studio right here in Laurel, Maryland. We're going to have a very spectacular event. We're going to have a group of panelists come in and discuss what it takes to be a working actor in New York, LA, and internationally. You don't want to miss this because this information is crucial for you to keep booking work and also knowing that you have to improve your skills in order to get those jobs. So you definitely don't want to miss out on this, guys. Come on in. We're going to be starting in just a few minutes here. Simone Walker Casting right here in Laurel, Maryland.
Myself. So let me start by saying I started my company. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
Hey.
And his name is Chris Robinson. He was my partner. We started a company called Robot Films. You get a chance, Google Robot Films. We started that company right here in Baltimore, and it's one of the biggest production companies in LA. So I went to LA. I spent time working with my partner. As I mentioned earlier on, Real Husbands of Hollywood was one of the big reality TV shows that we was able to direct and produce. We did the movie ATL back in the days with T.I. Recently, Chris Robinson had the privilege of working and directing the story for a New Edition. So if you went to BET, see the New Edition story, we produced that story as well. So Antonio Murchison and myself, I could go on and on and on talking about Robot Films, because that's where I started. That's one of my relationships. But Antonio decided to come back East Coast and start one of the first production companies on the East Coast, which is Murchison Motion Pictures. And I developed a reality TV show called Follow Famous. That's one. Church in the Wild. I'll talk about that a little bit. That's two. And recently my biggest show was Gangsta Love. Y'all will hear about that soon. That's Chuck Knight's daughter. She got a reality TV show coming out about dating. She's never dated. She was 26 years old, 2 college degrees, beautiful young lady, but because of her father's history, she never actually had the moment to get out in public and date. So that TV show was really crazy, that reality show. So those 3 of the shows that I came back and I worked on myself, I'm going to talk about Antonio and Murchison Motion Pictures, what we're doing in the reality TV show world. We just did a big deal with Annie, so we got a show called Church in the Wild, so I'm going to start there. Church in the Wild, we had Jamal Bryan on that show, and a young man called PFK Boone from Baltimore. He's an activist, but he's a serious dude in the streets of Baltimore trying to get crime rates down and the right thing. So we came up with a reality TV show that, hey, we got Jamal Bryan, he's always wanted to do the right thing in the church market, and the streets are saying, hey, look at the church not doing enough we need the church to get more involved. So we had this big conflict, and so we brought the two together. We created an amazing reality TV show where Pastor Jamal Brown, which is now at New Birth, if anybody know that he moved to New Birth in Atlanta, but his church is right here in Baltimore, in Palm Temple, where he started. But we created a great show about that, so that's one to look out for. Follow Famous. Follow Famous was an idea that just woke me up. Anybody wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning with some crazy idea, and be like, where that come from? Those ideas are the best ideas, right? So 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm up and I'm writing a reality TV show called Follow Famous, the first social media reality TV show. So we flew to Miami. We found 10 of the biggest Instagram girls. They had 10, 2 million followers, some got 3 million followers, millions of followers, right? We put them in a mansion and we had them competing against one another selling product. Whether it's Chanel cologne, perfume that is, or Gucci bag, whatever the product may be, they have to sell the product using their social media platform. So the 2 million people that follow you, we want to see how many people want to buy this product. So when you got product, you got social media, you got television, you got product, you got endorsements. So that show will be huge. So that's another show we did. The last one is Gangsta Love. Gangsta Love is Shelly Knight, I mentioned that she's 26 years old. She's now looking for love in the world of Hollywood. And we're excited about that because that show will launch out early next year, around February next year. Now, with that being said, Antonio Murchison Motion Pictures, we produce our own shows. We have our own equipment, our own team, our own company, and what that allowed me to do with my past relationship, let me put that out there, in LA, helped me with the knowledge that I needed to grow and build something right here in Baltimore, Maryland. So one of the first things is I'm going to continue to cut me off because I get it all out and then I'll sit tight for a minute and listen.
Okay.
Okay, but one of the first things I want to mention that's very important, we have an agency. An agency. That is so important. Young talent, actors, whatever you want to do, get connected with an agency, right? CAA agency, ICM, they got William Powell agency. These guys will help you get to the networks. Partners with them, and they're the ones that allow me to produce what I produce and get it to them, they get it to networks. And later we'll talk about how we actually go into the networks and do pitch meetings and get shows picked up and signed. That's my opening statement. I'm Antonio Murchison from Murchison Motion Pictures, and I'm going to pass the mic. Thank you, guys.
My name is Mia Speight. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I'm an actress here in Maryland. And, I got my start in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
Hey.
Here in Baltimore, Maryland is where I started my career as a youth in, performing in church plays and whatnot. And then as time progressed, I did go off to conservatory to study theater and receive my Bachelor of Arts in Theater. And from there, I went to work in several locations such as New York, here locally, mostly here locally, Los Angeles, and internationally. Some of the things that I'm working on now is kind of start to create your own projects and create your own pathway. Because now, as you have heard, a lot of projects have become more successful when, I don't know if you're familiar with Issa Rae and Insecure, where actors have owned their project, which means they wrote their own script and put themselves in their own project. So I've been working with a few projects here in Maryland of some Nigerian films where I am also on the production staff as well as in the actual project. Working on a new web series. It's coming around with a lot of followers called Toll Booth, and my character will be introduced just shortly in the upcoming seasons. And I believe the season will start in September, so you can check that out on YouTube as well as a good way of course, putting yourself out there and getting the reels of your actors to start getting the reels or the clips where people see you, and then putting those out there to when you're going to an agency, they can see some of your work. So Toll Booth is another thing I worked on. I worked on a lot of commercials in the area. So Baltimore did a big commercial called Pedestrian Safety, because a lot of people are talking And a lot of times in the audition process, you can see yourself, introducing yourself to other people where the opportunity might not be right there at that particular time, but they also remember you for bigger projects. And then lastly, basically waiting, I guess I would say, for the movie to premiere for Chadwick Boseman's 21 Bridges, and that should be out in September. So I was an actor in that movie as well.
Nice.
I'm Jacquie Anderson, and I have been privileged to know Simone Walker for many, many years. And it was wonderfully surprised to see me. It's been great working together with her. Just a little bit of my background. I am a film head. Whether it was before I even went to get my MFA in film at Howard University. It's you. Vice and 100%. Got my MFA in film from Howard University. But even before that, I worked for National Geographic Television. I call it, I was on the nerdier shows. I was on the World's Toughest Fixes, Masters of Disaster, Undercover History series, and so I was on the production team for that and loved it. My undergraduate degree is in biology, so it was a great marriage of science and film to be at National Geographic, and it was wonderful, but my love was always narrative. So my focus in school was writing and directing. And as Simone knows and knows, I am a script writing teacher. So I have been teaching the art of script writing for well over 10 years now. I love it. I love to see my students' ideas come to life, because a lot of times people will say, oh, I have an idea for this little story, but I'm not sure if it's going to be anything. And by the time you get through encouraging them that, no, it's not a little story, it's something that came to mind, don't neglect that. And I help them develop that, and it is a full-blown script. And when they see their little idea, now it is a full-blown feature-length script that they can produce or not, or sell, or whatever. It's you see the transformation in the students, and that's always a reward for me. But I don't just stop there, I have my own projects that mean the world to me. One of which Simone is involved with, called Portrait of a Serial Monogamist, which is going to be a web series in 2020, and a short film that we are ramping up pre-production on, which is called The Rose of Eatonton. Real quick, just a short synopsis. It's the story of my grandmother, who actually ran away with the circus. When she was 16 years old, she was supposed to be, it's a true story. She was supposed to be at Teachers College. She was the first generation out of slavery in North Carolina for her family. They sent her to Teachers College. A traveling roadshow came through town. She jumped on stage and started doing her thing, thinking that she was Josephine Baker, and then kicked her up and off she went. Wow. So by the time they found her, she was in New York. Wow. So that's in the works. Like I said, we're ramping up the production on that. So there's a lot to come in 2020. Gosh, I have about 3 completely finished screenplays to my credit, and 2 plays, one of which is called Painted Face. That will also be on stage in 2020. So there's a lot going on, and I'm super excited about it.
Hello everybody, my name is Faheem Johnson. I'm from PG County, Maryland. My degree is in piano performance, but then I transitioned into acting. I got a Panther.
Yes, can't grad.
I got a Panther. I've known Simone for many years now as well. She and I went to the same church, and I told her about how I really wanted to get into acting, and she was like, all right, cool. So this is what you need to do. I said, all right, cool. So I did what she said as well, and had other people, but I also listened to her advice, and it was great advice. And I jumped into it, and it just started to pick up fast. And I booked an agent, but then when I first started, I started in January. I got an agent in October. and that's pretty fast, I would say.
Only because we weren't ready.
Yeah. But I've done a lot of commercials in the area, just like I booked one through Laurel, and she said I booked another commercial through Pat Moran. It was the Baltimore Orioles commercial, and there's one in Falls Church. Taylor Davis.
Carlin Davis.
Yeah, Carlin Davis. Yeah, Carlin Davis. Yes, and that was like an industrial film. And so I've been traveling back and forth to New York, going to auditions, and I guess I can talk about that a little bit later about like how that process is. You know, getting an email like around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night on like a Wednesday. We have an audition at 9 o'clock in the morning, trying to get everything together. Like, all right, so what's the first step that I can take to get my butt to New York the next day, and how to prepare yourself. That's what I'm here for.
As well, Dean, if you all see the University of Maryland commercial every day, like over and over again.
This is our security commercial.
Yeah. So look for that commercial, University of Maryland. Then you said, oh, I saw it.
And that was a long time.
Yeah. So with that, we want to, we have an actor here. She is, as a matter of fact, I think I have a video on our website. Oh, I put you out there. So we have people here who have questions about, and the purpose is to ask questions about how to get work in New York and Atlanta, and even some work here, who to go to, what I need to do, and all that kind of stuff. So we'll have anybody have any questions they want to ask the panel. And it's not just for athletes, for voiceover, any kind of talent that you may have to ask those questions. They have the answers. We have the answers. Questions?
I have a question, actually.
Go for it.
So, like, I find, you don't have an agent, and I find a lot of stuff with her backstage, and I'm just wondering, is that like a good tool to use to find jobs for her, or should I look elsewhere?
Are you looking for stuff in this area, or are you?
I am for now, because I want to maybe work my law to travel out of state, you know, for purpose of expense, you know. She is not going to pay.
Right.
The money's going to take us to get out there, or at least some of it.
Right.
Depending on what it is.
So what I would say is that originally when I was mainly looking for stuff here in the area, there was this, there were a couple of websites that I was on, and I'll explain something in a second. There was this website called Dragon
I'm on that.
Yeah,
Okay.
but this situation, like the originator of that website, he actually passed away. So in my opinion, that website has actually gone down because of the type of content that they actually like posting. Like when you subscribe, they send you an email every night.
Right, which I have.
Yes.
Yeah, but I was expanding to like people who are getting other
Right. And there's another website called Actor Center. Actor Center, and a lot of people say don't pay for these websites, but that is a credible website that gives you, you know, that like has like postings every single day about like, different projects, and it's credible, and I've used it a lot. Taylor Royale posts on it, Pat Moran, everybody in this area posts on there, so that's a credible website to use.
I would say for backstage, it is a credible website, and also you have, this is the thing that is the, I would say, the pro for backstage. As an actor who's been working in the industry for, I won't say how many years, but long enough to have seen every website and kind of like put them together. For your money, that I would think is a good website, because you have local jobs, you have international jobs. You have jobs that are going to tell you specifics, meaning that how much you're going to get paid. Are you going to get paid for travel? Are you going to be reimbursed for, say, your meals per diem? And it's non-union, so it's very specific. Another pro for that site is there is no limitation on how much video footage you can put up. Now, take backstage, you can put 20 videos, probably almost a terabyte on there for the same cost. no extra fee. If you put that up against, say for instance, access, you can pay $22 for 1 minute of footage, which means you're very limited on what you can show them. If I have a commercial reel that I want to put up, and then if I want to put a dramatic reel, I'm out of all this one, 2 or 3 or 4 clips. I'm at $100 on top of the base fee. Now, if you book a job, it makes it worth it. But if you're on there and you're not booking jobs, because they're not seeing your range. A lot of people don't want to even see you come to an audition unless they can see what you're offering. Right. So I say for I've gotten more hits on Backstage than any other website so far as paid. Right. Now, Dragon Connects has plenty of opportunities that are local, but a lot of the stuff that they're having out of town is not worth it because it's extra work. So if you're looking to get her in principal roles, I would say, yeah, stick with the Backstage, but also look into getting her into projects that are college, so Towson University, Howard University. They have their Masters of Film students that need to use folks in their projects. This can give her the reels and the experience that she wouldn't get sitting in a crowded background or extras. Because she needs to be seen, she needs to be heard, she needs to hone her talent. So I would say definitely go on Towson auditions and register with Towson auditions. Register with Howard University MFA, their program to get her into some of the MFA, and some of the local colleges. Also, American University is one of their top. They have really, really good projects that I've seen come out that are really good. So those 3 universities will be somewhere you don't have to pay for it. It's free, and then she can audition for those roles that are principal or supporting that extra.
So before we move, we're going to have Mr. Keith Scott and our director extraordinaire, Mr. Randall Lawrence. Since our panel is grown, how are you? Good and amazing. Antonio. So, yes.
Howard, if you connect me, it's easy enough for me to just say they're ramping up for a new year, they're bringing in a whole crop of MFAs or some MFAs or about to graduate in their thesis projects. If you just email me, after this, I'll teach you my contact. Email me her headshot, I'll just go ahead and send it over to the department head so that she can put it out there and know, say, hey, here's somebody who needs a young person, or if you're casting, it'll just be on their radar.
She's done one with them.
Oh, yeah, great. And like I said, there's a whole crop of MFAs that come in every year, and then there's a lot who are like ramping up for their thesis films, who need people, and that's just one less person they have to dig through Craigslist or social media, or Craigslist is still a thing, or social media to find.
Let me just interject one thing as far as background work. For new actors, background work can be very important to build your resume, just to get you the experience on different projects. If you never worked on a film, it's always possible to get a lead role or a principal role or in a film or something, but background builds your resume to help you get that experience on different projects, if it's theater, film, or commercial, or whatever. Background could be a lot of people have gotten work just being seen in the background. So as you build your resume.
That's interesting you say that, because I've been told, stop getting her so much background because it's not good. But what you're saying makes sense to me. But people that I know that have their kids in the industry, they're like, well, you shouldn't give her so much background where she needs to have, and I understand she needs to have a principal role, but I mean, she's just getting started, so she got to start somewhere.
So let me key in on that with experience. I use background work in the beginning as my apprenticeship. So I was on and I treated it as if I was in a principal role. I got there on time. I paid attention to everything. I know there's a lot of things going around in the background, but the important thing is to understand what's going on with the key players and also to network. So those are the 2 things that I got out of the background. There's seen those background workers bring their comp cards, to share a comp card, and while they did, they networking. They said, oh, excuse me, you got a second, and they hand someone their comp card, and the comp card will go in the jacket pocket, and you never know. There's no blueprint. Everyone, a lot of people get on in different ways. Everybody got their way to how they got on, but it's really so many different ways to get an opportunity in entertainment and film. I like that part, networking. You have a background, but I got my comp cards right here, and I'm gonna see as many people that I can before I leave this game. So I would definitely get her a comp card, but it would be great.
So mentally, I build up my resume. When I talk about resume, I'm talking about, what is it, 8 by 10? I build up my resume with background work and principal, and featured roles, and I said, okay, I'm there. And so like, you'll know when it's time to move from background to look at, although you're still looking for principal roles and stuff like that, you know what to do.
We don't actually come to you. Listen, go ahead, Keith. No,
And so the other part to that is just theory. And so you want to diversify the efforts. You always want to be doing different things. And when you talk about theory, it goes back to the basics, because you got to know everything. You got to be Johnny on the spot with that. And so it just helps you hone in your skills.
How long have you been here? A year?
Yeah, she just did her first gospel stage play in June. She was in love with that. The last she's done like short films. She's done some short film work, and one of them she was removed, so you would see her face, but she was all across that side. But so we're just building, just trying to build on that.
May I also say, I act as well, and I've done, 15 years of stage work and on stage behind camera. And just an aside, I think it's great that you're getting experience in both, because one of the things, especially as a director, one of the things that's hard to do if an actor is not cognizant of is teach a stage actor to act for camera. And if you can hone your skill to be able to toggle between both, that's wonderful. Because stage actors, if they're not trained to act for a lens this big, tend to be really big. Okay? Because you're trained on a stage, you have this much real estate, you need to use it, right? So on stage, you're big on purpose because the person in the last row needs to see you, right? On camera, if you're too big, you're handy. On camera, you have to, and I may be preaching to the choir, but I'm just saying that it's really important that you hone both of those skills, because on camera, you need to be able to express an emotion in a glance, in a look, in a flick of your eyebrow, in the way you turn your head, in the way you might not say something. You need to be able to convey that way in that moment for the camera, as opposed to having to be over the top. Maybe not handy on stage, but over the top for stage. So if you can master those two while you're still growing and while you're still learning, just keep that in mind. Because as a director, a lot of times when people come and casting calls for me, you can immediately tell who's a stage actor and who acts for TV and film. And the stage actors don't always know how to transition. It's important.
I have to jump back. What's your name? Right, so it's only been a year.
Yes.
So listen to me well. It's not, don't think of it as you just being a background actress. Think of it as you going to school and getting all this free information. Because once you're in that position as a background actor, you get to see everything. You get to see how directors work. You get to see how DPs work. You get to see everything. Now it's up to you to soak up all of that free knowledge while you're there as a background actor. Actually, how I know. My first thing I ever did was a 13-hour set on a TV show, The Wire. And it was for 13 hours. I don't think I only got paid like $40. But the information that I got that day, because like it just took me to another level. I knew what I wanted to do background stuff. But starting off as a background actor, I got a chance to do so many different things with so many different TV shows, stand-ins, featured act, personal role. I started off as a background actor, but it's up to you to soak up all of that information while you're there. Don't just be waiting till your scene comes up. Soak up every piece of information that you can. I went on and took my information and started my own independent label. I'm not one for sitting right here waiting for nobody to come cast me or cast myself.
And that's actually an excellent point. Both of you made it. You weren't here when we made the point, but she was also saying, you know, she's creating her own projects.
Right.
And she's working behind the scenes. And that's something that is so important. Yes, you do want to go out and you find yourself, but you're so young. And you are, the awesome thing about being young is that you have so many different things, like a sponge, you can soak up so much, right? And like one of the things that I like to teach is that a lot of actors take my class, and at first I was like, wow, why are all these actors? I need people who are interested in production, and it hit me. You all want to sit around and wait for people to create something for you. So more actors were taking my scriptwriting class than anybody. I'm like, where are they coming from? And it took me a second to get it. But one of the things that happens, I'm always been a writer turned actress, right? One of the things that happened for me is my acting informed my writer, because I then was on stage and now I'm in front of the camera. Now when I write for people, I'm an actress, so I know how to write for actors, right? And the other way around. If you ever learn how to write, I'm not pushing you in the direction of script writing, but there's something to be said for making your own projects. So if when I write, now I need better writing for actors. I'm not going to write you a 5-page monologue. You know what I mean? And expect you to learn it and know it when you come on set. I'm going to write you something snappy. I'm going to write you something crisp. I'm going to write you something that you can walk away with that makes you look. Because now I'm an actress. I've been given scripts of these run-on monologues because it's in the actor. I mean, the writer said it's like, oh, it sounds so good in the writer said, and it makes sense in the writer's head. But you're standing on stage or in front of a camera droning on. The writer's happy that their words are getting out there, but it's not really resonating with the audience, and it's not resonating with the actor, and it's not really being conveyed the way you had it in your head that it was going to come across as the writer, right? So one discipline informs the other. So what Randall's saying and what we're saying is very important. If you learn the different aspects, that may not be your main focus, it will inform your main thing.
Don't be in a rush to join set. Don't be in a rush to get that principal role, because I'll tell you got people sleeping in their cars waiting 5 or 6 years for that craft, and they're ready. They're like shocked. If you rush yourself to jump around people that's already experienced, and you know you're not ready, or you think you're ready but you're truly not, you're gonna blackball yourself. Because if you come up to me or anybody else and you're not physically and you're not really prepared, I'm gonna remember it. So you wait until you get all that knowledge, until you get all that information that you need. Your mind will tell you, all right, I'm to a place right now where I want to move. You'll feel it, you'll understand it. But right now, soak up everything you can. That goes for anyone. Soak up everything you can. Learn the craft as an actor, learn the craft as a producer, learn the craft as a director. Learn what camera does what. Learn everything you can. And when you get to that level, in your mind, you will know, all right, I'm ready to go to the next level. But you have to understand the basic things before you move ahead to jump into those big principal roles. Because like I said, you got people who lost wives, you got people who lost cars, you got people who lost houses, just to get to that level where they need to be. You understand? And they're not going to let somebody like you, that's been doing it for a year, come and steal what they got and what they worked hard for. They're not going to do it. So you need to learn your craft, you need to learn your body of work, you need to learn everything that you can about independent filmmaking. I say independent film because I'm independent filmmaking. But learn as much as you can about the craft before you jump into all these levels. That's with anybody. Before you jump into all these levels. Because I swear to you, it will stab you right in the back if you're not prepared. And it will stick with you.
I'll say one thing that I learned throughout this whole journey is understanding the brain. What do you, when a casting director or a director sits down with each other and they look at your headshot, what do they see? Like, who are you? Like, are you the scary type? Are you the nice, friendly guy in the room? What are you trying to say to these guys that who are about to cast you? Right. Like, well, are you the leader type? You know, anything. Like, what are you saying? So just understanding your brain, and I think it doesn't come overnight, because it didn't come overnight for me, because I've taken about, I don't know, about my third headshot within like 3 years now, and just that whole process of, all right, so this doesn't work. All right, so this doesn't work. All right, so this works for me. So this is the type of headshot that I want, and that's how you get more work, and that's how you really, and don't be afraid to stay in your brain for as long as you can, honestly. You know?
I have a question for the ladies, because she's at the age now where she's a teenager now, she's 30. So she's got this big girl body, where she's got this moving voice. And so now I'm wondering, what kind of work do I look for her? Do I broaden her age? When she looks older, she can look older than 32. And she models, and she's all dolled up in models, she does look way older than 32. So now I'm trying to figure out like what brand or what image she should have.
I want to answer, but I'm going to actually let you answer, because of the conversation we had earlier about the parents with the younger kids, and you're advising them about their acting.
Well, I would say this, and this is just one opinion. I would say this: don't push her to a place you don't feel comfortable.
Right.
And if you're comfortable with her playing a bit younger, you have to be committed to that, because when folks that are casting, like the gentleman next to me, they have to see her in a believable way. If she's playing older and they don't believe it, it's not going to come off, because she's just not mature enough to play that role. And a lot of times now they have so much different technology, the way they shoot, that they can make her, look younger, even though she's just a bit more developed. You can do that with clothes easily, with costuming. You can do that with hair. You can do that with so many other things. And also her voice is it's what it is. So it's coming off younger. Just, I would say, to put her in a place where you feel comfortable, because she's still a minor, and you still have to be next to her and feel comfortable watching what she's doing. And I would say that, kind of going back to what we were talking about before, make a goal for yourself and your daughter, as she makes a goal for herself, on how much she's willing to put in so far as when she's doing the background work. Make a goal. Because if you don't make these goals and you go and say, you'll hear what we're saying, but what does that mean? Take a pad and pen. Do you know what a DP means? Do you know what a PA is? Write all those things down, and when you have time, not to accost people on set, but to gently ask them, well, what does that mean? And write those things down, because that can give you the knowledge where you're building up the repertoire to know, okay, when I'm casting something, I know I need a PA, I know I need a DP, I know I need an AD. So those things that you're learning, you give yourself a timeline. After I learn these things, then what's the next step? It's almost like going to school. You don't stay in grade school forever. You don't, tend to do background work if your goal is to do principal. And remember, you're starting on a different pool. You're not in LA or New York. You're here locally, and a lot of the stuff here is independent. So she can take on as much as you, and she feels comfortable with it, that you feel comfortable with. But back to the question about age, go with what you feel as though she's comfortable with, and that she can present believably to the audience.
Okay. That's actually what I wanted to talk about, was believability, because even though one of the things you're talking when you're casting is you don't just cast for the look, right? Yes, it's important that the person has a look, but if you only cast for looks and that person cannot pull off that character, it's going to be evident. I don't care how much the look fits, right? So yes, and as women we go through that, stuff is developing and everything is not caught up. Right, so I would go back to believability. Allow her to do the roles where she will be believable. And if the persona is younger, just because the body is not, just if the persona is younger, then go with what is going to be conveyed as believable on camera, because you can tell. You can tell if the performance is forced or pushed. You can tell. So Right. So I would say stay with believability and what you can comfortably carry off and pull off as a character. And you're always going to shine, right? Then you're going to be in demand because you can't demand until you're in demand, right? So if you put yourself in a position where you're in demand, then you'll be in demand. So just make sure you're doing roles that are conveying the best to you. And if the best you is the younger persona, until you get to the next stage, do you?
What about actors who want to do voiceovers?
I love that's one of my favorites. I don't know if anybody here is interested in doing
Okay, great.
Raise your hand.
Yeah.
Raise your hand. If you want to do
Listen,
voiceover, yes.
if you have a great voice for younger character voiceovers, okay? You really do have a great voice for that. So it doesn't matter what you look like if you're doing a voiceover, right? Right. So I mean, I'm not you. This is definitely your area of expertise.
Yes.
But as far as casting is concerned for that, you could definitely easily pull off grade school up to middle school. I think there's I'm not gonna say a wide range because you have a light voice, but you can carry off any of kind of the grade school ages and I don't know if someone can piggyback off of that.
Well, actually, I wanted it to be universal because there's somebody else here who also wants to do voiceovers. And the question would be, is it the same process getting work in these markets as it is for an actor, for a person who wants to do voiceovers?
Okay, well, speaking on it as like one of my fuller time jobs, because between the acting, because you can do voiceovers from home as well, and if you have your own studio, it makes it the easiest.
Come to Simone Walker Casting.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Come to Simone Walker Casting. The thing with the voiceover, I'm just going to give you the history through my experience, and also because this is what the industry has done. Now, previously, before, everything became so technical and very advanced, you had to go in just like an actor would for an audition, where you had to actually physically appear for the audition and go into a booth that was maybe $500,000 more and lay your audition track down. And then they would call you back in and say, hey, we like the way it sounds, and we want to match you up with this person and do a callback. And then you would get booked from that. The game has changed. Now, typically, what they want, and this is through national commercials, like one of the commercials I auditioned was Poppable Lay's Poppables. And I heard the commercial and I was like, that's about right. When you don't book it or you book it, or for CNN for KitchenAid, I did an audition for KitchenAid, and it was featured on CNN, and my friend heard it. These commercials that are pretty much nationally, you would send in an MP3. You would typically come to a voiceover studio that has soundproofing, because they want it almost to be as if they're taking the audition and using it, like you don't have to do any other work. That's how perfect they want the audition to be. It's almost as if they can use the audition for the actual product. So you want to make sure that you have the proper atmosphere in order to record, the proper mic, and the interface, and understand what you're doing. All that to say, now you have, all to do is just put your MP3 down, your audition through voice, and send it in through a casting director or casting agency, such as Simone Walker or others, and they will now submit it directly to the client or to the other casting agency that is attached to the client. With that, you do have to have some training with it. It's not something that you can jump in and do because they're going to see the experience. I would suggest getting training on that, because with that training, it allows you to play with the different levels of your voice, pitch, timing, whether you're working on character voices, if you're a man, you're working character voices, or if you're a man and you're doing different types of performance, meaning you're doing the announcer. The announcer is not the same today as the announcer was in the 1960s. If you're listening to different radio stations like NPR, they want a more natural tone. So even how I'm speaking now, they want it to be a little bit more natural, like I'm speaking to my friends, not like I'm projecting to speak to an audience. So you need to know how an announcer speaks, how you're going to speak if you're doing a more a piece that's a little more targeted audience, if they want more urban, if they want to do a character voice, if they want you to do a specific type of kind of a mocking, you want to mock another actor's voice, or you're doing a voiceover that's kind of a mockumentary. So these different things kind of take a bit of playing around with.
And even how you market the script.
Yes,
Depending on
exactly. So if you're looking at how to breathe, that is crucial in how you're performing. Because if you're not trained how to breathe correctly, you could run out of air in the middle of a sentence and it comes across right in the recording. Or if you're not working with a professional studio, when you're taking breaths, the breaths are in the recording, and immediately they will move on because they know that whoever you're working with or how you edited that voiceover, you don't know how to edit out the voice, the breaths in the middle, or the mouth sounds. So it's very important to get the training on how to lay down the track, and also how to use your voice properly and breathing techniques. I would say that it's changed because a lot of it has to be done in the studio, or it has to be done when you're technically savvy enough to put down the technical aspect and also the acting aspect that it takes to make the audition successful.
And then also, most important is the delivery too, not to make it sound like you're reading from a script. The delivery itself is as if it was just a natural conversation. That's truly important. If you close your eyes and you hear certain things, you can tell somebody's just reading from a script. Or just delivering it as if you want that director to you know your lines. That's not, your lines are just blueprints. It's what you do with those lines to become that character. It's everything.
Also, I wanted to add with looking at the script, speaking of voiceover and acting, we got to look at the commas, the dots, and just the way it's written, because they want you to pause a certain kind of way. They want you to like sometimes if you're reading with someone, there's signs where they tell you to cut off someone in the script. So all of that matters.
Sometimes you can actually overthink a script too. Sometimes it's best if you know somebody that truly knows to a certain degree, they know their character, they just rely on the script. Just take the script.
I like to always go around, think about diversity, because I want to widen my range, always keep my range open. And so, to carry out what you just said, I would take it to the left, and then I would take it to the right, and I would send it to both ends, so they can see the diversity.
Depending on what kind, and that goes back to what kind of actor, because voiceovers can be actors. They can be actors, and you have to decide what kind of voiceovers you want to do. Do you want to do narration? Do you want to do ebooks? Do you want to do character? And so I want to ask Mr. Murchison, how does one get into one of your projects?
One of my projects is that when we do our production, we like to post it on the website, social media. You can see it, read it, call in, come in and do a casting call with us. Again, we are big right now on unscripted television. That's what we're doing. That's where we're strong at. But at any time, please go to MurchisonMotionPictures.com and you can see what's coming up, what we got coming next, and what's going to be happening for Murchison Motion Pictures. And we're right here on the East Coast in Baltimore. We rock on.
Hey, Baltimore.
So are you looking for actors who have experience, or are you looking for to fit a role in a reality, if that's something that an actor wants to do?
Absolutely. We definitely are looking for actors or actors that have experience. You can just come to us. We sometimes have a certain character we're looking for, of course, that's what casting is all about, and we'll pitch that out there. But experience-wise, no, if you can pull it off, you're going to be the person. Let's go. Again, that's production. That's unscripted. Let's go. That fits. Let's work. Unscripted is a little different from scripted television. You don't always have to fit it right there. You can be yourself and be raw with it, and that makes it a little easier for us as a production team.
So with that, Mr. Lawrence, Randall, being an actor, either voiceover or an actor, when they submit for a role, are you looking for someone to send in something that's pre-recorded, or do you seek audition positions, or you just choose who you know who can deliver that?
Listen, I'm not one for, if you show me your resume, because I've done it before, I put extra stuff on my resume just to see if I can. That doesn't mean anything to me. That doesn't mean jack. You show me a photo, sometimes that doesn't mean anything. I need to see how you react when you see all those cameras. How you react when certain things happen. What are you going to do when you miss your line, or when you think somebody else missed their line? How are you going to intervene and then fix it right then and there?
And I've been blessed to work with the illustrious Miss Simone Walker.
So thank you all, everybody, for coming out today. We are here. We have Actors Workshop starting on the first Wednesday for 5 weeks. We have voiceover starting on the first Thursday for 3 weeks. And with that, we'll be able to record your work and we'll put it in our database to shop it out to opportunities. And we have this young lady already on my website. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it has video. And I'm still learning how to put the rest of them up there. That one got it. That made it. That made it. So it's not totally not my lane, but I would say I got you on there. I got you on there. But we thank you all for coming out. The great panelists.